Consider the following 5 functions defined on the domain x such that x is a real number and x lies between 0 and 1. The first one here is f of x is equal to x to the 5th. Second one is f of x equals the absolute value of x. Third one is f of x equals x squared. Fourth one is f of x equals 1 over x. And the last one is f of x equals the square root of x. One way of answering this problem is to go ahead and graph the functions. Since the domain for all of the functions is from 0 to 1, we are really only interested in what happens with these functions on x values between 0 and 1. Let's start with the first one. Y equals x to the 5th. That function connects the point 0, 0 and the point 1, 1 in a fashion that looks something like this. There is y equals x to the 5th power, and as you can see, on the domain 0 to 1, which is given, the range in this case will be y values between 0 and 1. So this is not the one that doesn't have that range, so that will not be the answer. Let's try this second one. Y is equal to the absolute value of x. It's the second function. Y is equal to the absolute value of x. And that is actually a line that connects 0, 0, and 1, 1. Of course, the absolute value function has that V shape, but we're only concerned about it between 0 and 1. So this one also has a range, that is from 0 to 1, so this is not the answer. Next one, y equals x squared. That one also connects 0, 0 and 1, 1, and it does it in a fashion that looks something like this. That's a parabola, and in the opposite direction it gives you the mirror image. It's an even function, just like the other two that we've hit so far. Well, that one on the domain 0, 1 also has a range of 0, 1, so that one is not the answer. The next one is y equals 1 over x, and that one is the answer, because y equals 1 over x, I'll go as far as I can up here, looks something like this. It'll pass through the point 1, 1 like the rest of them, but on the domain from 0 to 1, this thing actually has a range from 1 to infinity, so that one is the right answer. If you want to go on and graph this last one, f of x is equal to the square root of x. That connects 0, 0 and 1, 1 in a fashion that looks like that. And so what you have is you have on the domain 0, 1, the range is also 0, 1. So the answer in this case is D. The function f of x equals 1 over x does not have a range that runs from 0 to 1.